Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Feeling more energetic doesn't always involve getting more sleep. Here with tips to help you get that pep back in your step, we welcome back wellness and empowerment coach Megan Caldwell. It's always so nice to see you.
So good to see you, Hannah. Thanks for having me.
Do a lot of people think, wait a minute, aren't I supposed to get more sleep anyway? But it's not always the perfect solution.
Yeah, energy is an interesting thing, and I think oftentimes it's like, oh, if I could just get to bed by 10 every night, or maybe I just need an extra cup of coffee. But when we think about energy, oftentimes it comes down to nervous system regulation. And so many of us are operating in just heightened states of stress all the time. So it's really not, it's really thinking about how do we bring our stress levels down, and rather than focus on sleep, I suggest focusing on rest. Is how do we build in these small kind of micro moments of rest throughout our day? So it's not about getting 2 more hours of sleep every night, though that's helpful if you're lacking sleep, but it's really about how do we tell our bodies during the day, like, actually I'm safe, I am okay. So counterintuitive, but taking pauses to breathe, to get outside for a little bit of movement can be really, really powerful.
Which, when you do find that relief, it probably ultimately does help you rest better when you are sleeping at night.
100%, they're all intertwined.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about identifying what lifts and what's leaking energy.
Yeah, I love talking about energy leaks and lifts.
Yeah.
And I think oftentimes our focus is on those lifts. So if I drink more water, we know that that's an energy boost. If I get more rest, if I exercise more, the people we surround ourselves. I think oftentimes, though, we kind of push aside what's actually leaking your energy. And I invite people to think about different areas of their life. So sometimes it's obvious, but other times it's, are there certain people where maybe you can't remove them from your life, but can you set boundaries because they suck your energy? Are there habits right now that really aren't serving? I know I talk with a lot of people about like scrolling before bed, which loops back to the sleep.
Yeah.
So really thinking about where throughout your day-to-day is your energy leaking? Are you losing it? And it's something where you can make a small shift to just kind of help focus and be more intentional with where you do want to put your energy.
Well, and a great way to include more of that lift is through movement, right? It's so beneficial.
Yeah, so movement is one of those energy lifts that I think is oftentimes counterintuitive.
Yeah.
So many of us are like, well, movement or exercises, I must get to the gym for an hour or go on the 30-minute run. And I really like to emphasize either like little like movement snacks or how do you build in any type of movement during your day. One of my favorite sayings is motion creates emotion. So even if you're sitting here on set and in between and you're like, oh, I'm feeling kind of dreary, or this is me in front of my laptop midday, just getting up. Oftentimes I'll grab my water bottle, go downstairs, fill the water bottle, come back. Moving our bodies, walking, light stretching, shaking out, popping on your favorite song and just kind of dancing out is one of the best ways to shift your energy, increase your energy. And
well,
again,
and
it doesn't
like
have to
you
be hard.
said, it doesn't have to be this 90-minute gym routine, just moving your body, especially getting outside in a day like today. A nice little walk in between meals is going to be hugely impactful.
So good. And movement is one of those things I always say, just give yourself a minute. Just 1 minute. And oftentimes when we start to move our bodies, we feel it almost immediately. The endorphins come up and then we'll want to do more of it. And again, by inserting these as small little snacks versus the 60, 90-minute gym routine can be a way that this is actually really accessible throughout your entire day.
And a good reminder to focus on one small thing at a time, whether it's movement, whether it's something else that lifts your energy, starting with one step in front of the other, right?
Yeah, it's one step always first. I think oftentimes when we are feeling depleted or in really hard states in our life, we're like, I need a full overhaul. I need a vacation to reset. And I really encourage people to think about what I call your MVA, your minimal viable action. What is the smallest thing that you can do right now or in your regular day-to-day, not on your best day, but maybe on your worst day? Is it taking a couple deep breaths? Is it getting outside and just grounding your feet in the grass or taking a breath of fresh air in the morning, or that little stretch or movement, glass of water? It can be really simple.
Good reminders too, I think, as we enter the spring season and people think about renewal and I want to have this epic vacation over spring break and I want to do all this spring cleaning, and it's like, whoa, you gotta, again, one thing at a time, right?
Right, start with the smallest piece of cleaning and then it'll build. Same with your energy here, is just starting to identify and becoming aware of what does bring you energy, what
Yeah.
does leak the energy, and then being really intentional with
And
where
then
your
when
time
you
goes.
accomplish that one small thing, it kind of gives you that momentum to get to the next one too, right?
Exactly. It's just like if you're standing at the bottom of a staircase and all you're doing is looking at the top, it feels
Yeah.
never ending. But if you just take it one step at a time, you find that momentum and eventually
Yeah.
you feel better.
Simple stuff, but always good reminders.
Yes,
we can
very
get
much.
there.
Yes, we can.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks so much for
Always
having
so
me.
great to chat with you. Okay, we're going to have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.